I'm just going to make a video that I've already sort of made before, just because I think I can do it again and I can do it clearer. I've got Illustrator open, and I'm going to open a saved Photoshop image. Control O for Control Open, and here it is here, bug 1, open. Okay, this Photoshop import options window comes up, and that's just saying, do you want to import a Photoshop thing into Illustrator? Okay, and here it is. So what I'm going to do is, using my shortcut keys, I'm going to go Control A for select all, Control C for copy, and then Control W to close the window. And it's gone. It's closed, but I have open an A3 page ready to go. I'm going to go Control V to paste it, and there it is, paste. So what I'm going to do is, at the moment I've got my black arrow and it's selected. You can see the bounding box, and I'm going to go up to here to where it says image trace. And you might get a window up that says this will take a while, it's a complex image. Just press OK. That's fine. This is now traced. The reason I'm doing that is that pixels, when they're open in Photoshop, pixels, when they are like JPEGs, like this Photoshop image, when you open them in Illustrator, Illustrator can't handle pixels. It will slow down and crash. So we turn them into vector, and then Illustrator becomes very fast and efficient. So I've done a trace, but now what I need to do is expand it, and boom, just like that, it's expanded. So this is the bug, and it is now vector. It'll actually look a little bit different. The little hand-drawn dots, speckles have all gone a little bit crazy, but it really is quite beautiful. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select the whole image again with my black arrow, and I'm going to make a new layer over here, a new layer. Click off, and what I want you to do now is grab your white arrow, and we need to separate this white background, or all the white paper. So what I'm going to do is select the white outside, and now I'm going to go up to select, same, fill and stroke. So what if we look over in our little appearance window, we've selected everything that has a white fill but no stroke. And over here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick up the blue little dot and drop it into there, into the next layer, and double click on this grey area just here, so that I can call that white bits, or white. There you go, white bits. And okay. I'm going to now just, what I could do, just so that we know what it is I'll just open up my colours, maybe even my tints, and just give it a pale grey tint, just so that we can see it. My layers keep closing, so what I'm going to do is just pop it out and get rid of the artboards so that my layers stay open. So if I click off here, this is what we've begun to get. The white bits now make a really nice interplay straight away. It's our first interplay. So we'll use that in just a minute. Turn that one off, and this one can come back on. So now what we do is, if we grab our black arrow and we select this, if we look over on our appearance, everything is black. So that's what we've got. So I'm going to very quickly, I don't know how I'm going to do this very well without, I'm going to just use the whole workbook page and then shrink it at the end and show you. So this is my first bit, is my black bit. I'll put it up here. And put it up here so that I can spread out a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is lock that layer, open up the next layer, and bring these guys out and put them over here. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a layer copy, and I'm going to lock this one, and I'm going to select one of these and move it along, and I'm going to use my white arrow create the back to get rid of that. Oh, now that's a little bit of a shame. What we have in here is we have some sections missing. Not many, but enough, and they come from the gaps. Can you see this little gap here in the drawing? That means that it's not a closed path, so that when I deleted this background, it leapt into here and it pulled out that little bit as well. That's not a big deal. We can draw that again later, but I might have to show you how to do that on a one-on-one. And also these lovely antennae, obviously the inside is just a tiny little strip. So this here, when it's translated, there's a gap in there by the leg. This, when it's translated into just white bits, doesn't look so good. But that's actually probably a good little learning thing. So I'm going to grab all of these. Oh, I'm going to unlock those layers and grab all of these and bring them down and grab my black arrow, and holding shift as I do the mouse is almost impossible. And this is beginning to be a little bit of a workbook page that can help me begin to show how I'm using I forgot to carry on talking then. So what I just did then was I made a black layer copy, and I just raised it. It was down in here, and so that didn't look so good because the black was underneath the grey, and I simply just picked it up and put it on top. Oh, it's not working. There you go, the black is now on top and it looks quite pretty. And you can Control A, you can deliberately leave it a little bit offset and it can look quite awesome. So that's the beginning of a little bit of an image that you could use in a logo. This here I think looks really beautiful, and it would be pretty awesome to have white typography, you know, just placed into there. So there's wonderful potential. So there's the beginnings of a workbook page that's very simply playing with your vector interplay. The end.